Hey guys, so if you're looking for more distance and control with your irons, let me just show you what this DST and other Hackmotion can do for your game. It improves your ball striking, getting a better angle through impact position, gaining a lot more distance and also a lot of more control with the club face. So watch this video and find out how these fantastic bits of equipment can help your game. So before I start, I just want to say thank you very much for all my followers, subscribers, and all the support I've had over the past 6-7 months I've been doing these YouTube videos. If you like my channel and you like what the contents I do, don't hesitate, subscribe to the channel. Also don't forget to click on that bell. This way, when you click on that bell, you get a notification with all the new content I do. So first of all, let me quickly explain to you what the Hackmotion can do. It's live feedback of your wrist, and it'll shows every single wrist movement throughout the whole of your swing. So as you can see, the software on beside me here, you got the movement of your wrists, okay, and you've got the window on the top left hand side, the green window there, that shows the flexion and extension, or cupping and bowing of the wrist. So that's primarily what we're going to be focused on today. Also, what it does is the rotation of it checks your rotation, your forearm, it checks your radial and ulnar deviation as well. So this would be great for golfers who maybe cast out too much, and we can have a look at the numbers on there, or if you want to encourage more lag in the swing as well, so we can check the numbers on that as well. Also good, it's for timing as well, so check out your timing throughout the swing. So as I say, we're going to be focused on the extension and flexion, or cupping and bowing during the impact position. So also the DST, so this club here is bowed, as you can see from the shaft. It's really funky. Also, most importantly as well, is the line, as you see from the club face from taking a dress. You got a line, the leading edge line, which most golf clubs have, and then this club has got a line off the heel of the club, right on the heel of the club, as you can see. Now, what you have to do is to get both the lines in line with each other, and what that does, that gets your hands to be in this area here, which will come to at a later point. But this club helps you learn to get your hands in a particular point. Okay, so I'm going to hit a shot where a golfer would have no shaft lean whatsoever in their swing. So I'm going to set my hands directly over the golf ball from here. Meanwhile, I have Hackmotion going on, and also the flight scope. I'm using my P760s. These are cranked up to the P790 degrees. So this 8-iron is playing at 35 degrees. So I'm going to hit a shot now with no shaft lean whatsoever. Well, I tried to anyway. I've done my best. Felt really strange doing that. And so I've got the Hackmotion here, and you might have heard that you get an instant feedback on that. So you see this, what I'm seeing here up on the screen here. So my dress was at 38. However, my impact position was at 43. Now let's have a look at the flight scope. So the flight scope there, information was, oh, that's interesting. So my swing path is pretty good. The loft of it, the distance of it was at, I don't know what I'm looking at there for. It's here, is at 146. So typically I hit a 8-iron 155. Now the dynamic loft was at 36.7 degrees, which is very similar to the loft of the static position at impact. So that's static position, and at impact, what we call dynamic loft, the club face is a little bit more, producing more no shaft lean. So now I'm going to use the DST to improve my shaft lean, and you should see more flexion on during the swing and less extension. So the numbers should be less from setup to impact. Okay, let's give it a go. So using the lines there, hands are going to be in front of the golf ball, and take the shot. So a nice shot there. So the setup position was at 14 and impact position was at 9. And that's the sort of numbers I want to start to improve on. Smaller the number at impact compared to at address is getting there. So what I'm illustrating is what Ben Hogan have always said a long time ago, is this picture here. So he's always described his hands to be at this position, which is more flexion during impact, and then release it through after impact. Okay, so I'm going to take what I've learned from using the DST and apply that with my 8-iron and put that into my swing. So I'm looking at setup. My hands will be placed further forward in front of the golf ball. The shaft is actually going to go up towards my left armpit, like so. And during impact, what I want to start encourage is a more flexion or more bowing of that left wrist position to produce the club face to be a bit more de-lofted and producing a little bit more distance to the shot. So let's give it a go. I've got Hackmotion running and also the flight scope running as well. This will help me track my progress. So 14 degrees at 14 was at my setup, and at impact it was at 3. So it's a reduced number. So I've gone at, let's say it was at that extension slightly, and I've produced it slightly less than extension and more towards flexion. Wasn't still minus numbers, which Ben Hogan is very famous for, or many tour professionals at that case, has got that lovely flexion through the shot. But I'm working on it. So as you can see from the flight scope data as well, the shot was 164 carry, so it's pretty impressive. That I was quite happy with that shot there. Improved my shaft lean on that one, and also the dynamic loft was at 26, whereas previously when my hands were over the golf ball, it was something like 40 something as well. I can't remember. I might show it on here as well. So yeah, big improvement. So another benefit of encouraging your flexion wrist angles throughout the impact position is that the club face is actually pointing towards the target for a much longer period of time. This gives you more consistency in direction as well, rather than a golfer who has a flick through the shot and time it correctly and it produces a straight shot, mistime it and the ball's either going left or right quite severely there. So there you have it. I would like to add as well is that when you do improve on your shaft lean, that club face is going to be opening up through the shot. So what you have to start learning to do is introduce a little more flexion or more bowing to that left wrist position to get the club face squared up. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this video. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. If you like the video as well and you like what I do, subscribe to my channel. I hope that really helps your game. So this is a great bit of kit, this Hackmotion, and using DST as well, it's helped my game and it's helped my pupils as well. So I hope that's helped. I hope this will help your game as well. Thanks for watching.